Hi guys. I hope everyone is good. Happy Thursday. Had to think about it then. I was like, was it Thursday or is it Tuesday? It's Thursday. And welcome to Squad Powwow number 2. We are number powwow number 1 of June. And there is a second one that is in the diary, I believe, for, I can't remember the date, 19th. So make sure you've got that in your diary for the next one that we will be doing. That literally is 2 days before I go on holiday. So if I'm going to be here when I should be packing, so can you guys be. I'm only joking. I'll be stressed. I'm sure I'll be like running around like a headless chicken by that point. Okay, so this week's focus, just to give you a reminder, pop yourselves on mute for me just for the beginning part. You have got the option, if you wish to pop some bits in the chat. Just tell me in the chat. Let me ask a question. Let's ask a little question to get you all using the chat box if you know where it is. So if you don't know where the chat box is, whip the chat box up. I want to ask you oh yeah, Laura, we are twinning. I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite wax bar? Tell me what your favorite wax bar is in the chat for me. Just stick in the chat box. Emma, we're twinning kiwi fruit. Look how quick you're all like, yep, I can answer that one. She's not asking me something complicated. Have we got a favourite? I love to actually look and see what all your favourites are and see if any like old school favourites come up in there. I love seeing how everyone's is so different. Bonfire Beach, Med Spa, Mystery Man, love it. So you all know where the chat box is. Amazing. That was why I really wanted to get you in there. Love to see what you're all warming. Amazing. Okay, so feel free to use the chat box as we go and ask questions. Tonight's focus, I'm going to give you dates for your diary and just go through the what's coming throughout the whole month. So grab a pen and paper. And then I'm also going to talk a little bit about something called the 3 legs of success. Then I'm going to be handing over to Emma London, who is going to, I'm going to be handing you over to director Emma London, who got her director title back last month. Go Em. And she is going to be sharing how she gets new customers, which I think is really, really important focus for you all right now. And Emma's PRV is always like bang on, like what, over 3,000, Em? You're like a big PRV, aren't you? 2,500 upwards, definitely.
Yeah.
She goes to annual sales and she recruits like an absolute train. She is literally meeting new people all the time. So if there is someone to stick around and listen to, this is your girl. She is full of all the tips, and I'm putting her right on the spot now. And she's thinking, oh my God, you've now given me that introduction. But stick with us, guys, because lots of information's come that hopefully is going to help you work your biz. And yes, welcome back to Essex Sawkins. And we all wish Harry a very soon.
Freshly showered, in clean clothes. Yes, I'm very, but obviously I had to come
t-shirts
and actually this is, Lisa and I joke all the time, I've got to just make a point to this, like in the gym, in Sensei, like in life in general, we always joke like we're so in sync. We obviously didn't know, and we've gone to the washroom and we've put on the same Primark t-shirt that we bought when we were together. So clearly I was meant to be back on tonight.
I bought it because Laura bought it. I was like, oh, I like that. I need that. I'm buying the same, by the way. And that's how we went.
But anyway, I'll stop talking. But yeah, thank you very much. And everyone's been so kind. So thank you. But we're home and he's all right and he's just got a rest.
Right, guys, I'm going to flick you over and share the screen with you for this bit, for this little portion. So if you haven't seen this, this is your what to expect for June. It is on your workstation, but I also like to write it down in my diary. I also like to write down the big dates on my whiteboard that's next to me, because then I don't forget them, because 9 times out of 10 things go in one ear and out the other with me. So if you haven't got these dates in your diary, whip your diary open and let's get these things down so you know what's happening. Okay, so first things first, catalogue promotions. Scentsy have given us some June curated bundles. So although we've had this massive focus on the summer collection, which is insane, and there is a little update on that for those of you that haven't read, I will come to that in a bit. Your curated bundles are the following. You've got Shell A Braid, which I think is so cute. The Sea Sun 6-bar bundle, which is under your specials. You've got your curated bundles there. You've got a few Fruity Vibes only 6-pod bundle, and then a Lemonade My Day 3-bar bundle. I think they used my idea for that because I created one of those last month, didn't I, with my lemons. So 3 amazing bundles. And what I love is Scentsy have been listening to the feedback that's been coming from consultants, which generally is not all customers want to buy a 6-pack, and now they've given a 3-bar bundle option. I think that's really, really clever. So if you haven't seen those bundles, I challenge you to go onto your workstation, or go on, sorry, to your websites, or if you haven't got a website, go onto your workstation, pop those in and just go and have a look under the specials, because they're there, and because they're curated, they're really great to highlight to your customers. And you know, if you're really struggling for content one day, you've literally got 3 pieces of content there that are really simple, been done for you, that you haven't got to think about. And there's probably some flyers flying around for those bundles as well, if you wanted to use bundle those, or you could create your own real life imagery. Would be my, you know, if you could grab 6 bars that look like the 6 bars, if you don't have them, and take a picture with yourself, that's how you're going to sell those bundles. Okay, so coming into limited time offers, we have got July scent of the month, Provence lavender, and then the July warmer of the quarter, which is the lavender bouquet. Who's excited about this particular bundle? I don't like lavender, but I am obsessed with the warmer. Have you all seen the warmer? Just give me a nod. We're all nodding. Yes, we've all seen the warmer. If you haven't seen it, it's basically like a pot of lavender next to the warmer on a little tray. And I think Scentsy have really homed in on the fact that home decor is huge right now. I think that warmer is going to be an absolute sellout. I think it's going to be amazing. And Laura, you've got the bar, haven't you? Because you got the bar when you went to the Met.
Yes.
And is it nice?
It's really lovely. So I'm not a lavender fan. So I've actually had the bar for 7 years, because I got it on my first incentive trip when the Mediterranean cruise, which, well, maybe 6 years. It was my first incentive trip that I ever earned. And I'm not going to claim to know where it is right now in this temporary house, but I do know have it somewhere. So I will see if I can get in the garage at some point. But yeah, I've definitely still got it. And it's not like
Heavy lavender.
It's not like your nan lavender. Like, it's a nice lavender. It's really nice.
I love that. Not like lavender fields. It's more like an actual lavender field wallop in the face, jobby.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Oh, excited. I'm excited to smell that. And I don't really do lavender, so I'm excited for this one. However, this month's scent of the month is probably my favorite ever scent of the month that we've done. And if you haven't smelt it, warmed it, or any of the above, you need to either smell it, buy a bar, or you need to start raving about it, because your customers will love it. It reminds me of rhubarb berry jam. If any of you have had rhubarb berry jam before, it is gorgeous. Jam in Jubilee. We've also got the whiff box, which has got that amazing little flamingo, however you say it, mini fan, which is super cute as your exclusive product. And the whiff box, I think, is worth about £69. It's a huge one, I think, this month. So a really good month for splitting bundles. A really good month for, you know, getting your customers and saying to them, look, you can get this whole box for 60. This is worth £69 and you can get it for 42 quid. I actually put about the whiff box and Scentsy Club on an email out to all of my customers, and I've got a brand new clubber that has clubbed the whiff box, and she is one of my regular whiff box customers off of the back of that particular whiff box. So Claire sold 8 bars of Jamming Jubilee so far. Amazing. Yeah, I had really good feedback on it from people that had the whiff box last month as well. They're your people. If you sold whiff box last month, go to them and ask them to do a review of the whiff box plus Jamming Jubilee, because they've had it if you haven't already got anyone that's had a sample. And then we have the what's the word? Elusive summer collection. That was the word I was looking for. The elusive summer collection. So we have just had an update on it for you guys. There is still quite a lot of summer collection goodies left. However, hold on, I will find the message. From Louise White, it says, hi everyone, I just want to let you know that the summer collection wax bars will be switched back on for sale on Monday the 17th. So make a note of that date and put that in your diaries. We don't know time. My assumption is going to be it probably will be 7 p.m. like they normally do, but it could be in the morning. Can't confirm a time, but we'll try to get a time nearer the time. PSL will be updated with this date. Room sprays will be later, unfortunately. There is no fixed date yet, but it won't be in June. We're hoping for early July. But of course, those won't count towards the incentive. However, we know the bars are the most go-to for the incentives. So good overall news. So don't stress about the the room sprays. There are going to be more coming back, which I think is really good news. But the bars, the 17th is your best date to grab the bars. So just let your customers know. Communication is key here, guys. Like if you have taken orders, like I've sold another 2-pack. I've definitely got one, but they're not going to have the bag and they're going to be open. But I think my customer won't mind that. And my other customer probably will be happy to wait for the 17th. But it's about communication and setting customers' expectations. As long as you do those things, your customers will be like, that's absolutely fine, not a problem at all. And I don't think you'll lose the sale, but just make sure that you set the customers' expectations.
Right.
And then we've also got the Bring Back My Bar Consultant Early Access, which also goes live on the 17th of June. So my assumption is going to be summer collection will launch at the same time as Bring Back My Bar. Bring Back My Bar is for you guys. It's early access for you, not for your customers. However, a lot of people do sell them early to their customers. If you do, you just have to make sure that's sort of done behind closed doors because it's not actually available on your website yet. Okay, it has to be classed as like a mystery bar. Oh, it's now, is it? Why does it say 17th of June on there then? Oh, 17th of June. Ignore me. BBMB early access is available now. 17th of June is the spaghetti bolognese bar that's coming. You know what I mean? Disney, Pixar, and Ratatouille drops on the 17th. Sorry, guys. So Bring Back My Bar is already available. And then you've got on the 17th the Disney Pixar. Sorry, it's because there's a gap the way it's written. I'm calling it the spaghetti bolognese bar. If you haven't read the description, it's basically bread, basil, garlic, and tomato. So for me, that is a spaghetti bolognese in a bar. But who knows? It might smell absolutely amazing. We just don't know. So there is that. Yeah, garlic, anyone. Can you imagine? It might smell amazing though. It might be like exactly what all of the estate agents need to buy from us to sell homes, right? That's my thinking. There's always a positive, right?
It's got to be good.
There's always a positive. Okay, so the bars obviously keep going towards the Cheers to 20 Years incentive. Give me I've already done the incentive in the chat if you have, so we can give you a whoop whoop. Looking forward to see you all say me. Done it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Amazing. If you haven't done it, there's still things available, and obviously the bars will drop on the 17th so that you can get the pre-orders now. Get them in. This is your time to work the collection. Okay. Sorry, someone's at my front door. 3rd to the 7th of June is the Hawaii trip. If you haven't tuned in to some of the Scentsy earners, go and check out some of their stories. Lindsay McCullum is there, Emily Noonan, Angela Maxwell, I'm trying to think, Chloe Cox, Stacey Barringer. Go and have a look and get a little bit of FOMO because it will make you want to earn the next incentive. Okay, I'm telling you that now, whatever the next incentive is, you will get a vibe for what an incentive is like, and it will give you the excitement. If you don't know about Scentsy incentives, that's for another call. They are something else. Okay. And then lastly, we have got a join promotion, which is pretty amazing. So join promotion includes the enhanced starter kit this month, which includes pods. It is pods as well as the mini fan diffuser, isn't it? The wall fan diffuser. Yeah. And a tabletop diffuser. Brilliant way for you to advertise and concentrate on tabletop fan diffusers for the whole month of June. If you put your focus into those, it will get people excited for them. If people buy them and love them, who knows, they might get the join kit to actually, replace that order. It's a great conversation starter for people that want them as a product. So that's the month. There's a lot, right? There's a lot happening this month. There's a lot there. Let me stop sharing my screen. Amazing. Okay. So hopefully there's your dates for your diary. Okay, I am going to train you for about 10 minutes and then I'm handing over to Emma. So I'm going to be talking to you tonight, guys, about something that I have started to really put some focus into my business, and I want to pass this knowledge on to you. You might have heard this before. Some of my team, you've probably heard this before, so I apologize. For those of you not my team, hopefully you're going to love this if it's not been shared with you before. And if it has, it might just give you a different perspective on it. So there is a brand new inductee into the Circle of Excellence, which basically means that you need 6 frontline superstar directors in your frontline. And Chloe and Justin Cox were inducted into the Circle of Excellence, and the way they generally run their business and the amount they share and what they share, I love. There's so much about their businesses that I love, and I've taken away, you know, nuggets and snippets. Any of you that have watched any of their trainings before, you will know they're really informative, absolutely incredible. One of the things that they run their business on, they call it their secret sauce, and it has been shared amongst many consultants. And that's what I'm going to share with you tonight. And it's something where I am putting my focus right now. And this is going to help you, those of you that maybe are feeling a little bit overwhelmed, a bit like, I want my business to take off, but I don't know where to put my focus. Or maybe you're feeling like you're focusing on the wrong things. And when you're focusing on the wrong things, it can be a little bit like, I'm going to say pissing in the wind, okay, if that makes sense. Or throwing spaghetti at the wall and nothing sticks, right? Good saying there, Laura Silkins. I've heard you say that one before. So this is the 3 legs of success. Now, I think I can put this on my screen. Give me a minute so I can show you. Hold on, let me just see if I can put this on my screen. Give me 30 seconds. Yes, I can. Here we go. I knew I brought it up. Where have you all gone? Zoom. Share screen. Here we go. But, nope. Am I sharing? Can you see?
Yeah, we can see it, babe.
Amazing. Okay, so I will share the image of this. Okay, so this is something that Chloe and Justin teach their team by, and they created this as like this is where to put your focus in terms of your business. And I actually think it's gold. And when you are feeling a little bit like, as I say, procrastinating, not knowing where to start, not knowing where to put your time, this is going to help you. And it's going to help you dependent on for every single level of your business. And whether you're an essential consultant that has just joined, or whether you're a superstar director, this formula really, really, really helps. And this is going to help you as to where you need to put your action. So there are 3 legs to your business. So you can see the stool that is set up on the left of the screen. The stool is made up of 3 very important legs: sales, which is your PRV, sponsoring, and then coaching in terms of the people that you have sponsored. And then across the top of that little top part of the stool is all about self-care. And in each area, what they have done, they have actually given different things that you can do to improve your business and different areas of focus for you. So I really hope this. I hope you think that this is helpful, because I've started to split my days into these particular things. So for example, in my week now, I have 2 days which are focused around my customers, i.e. they are focused around the sales portion of my business. So booking parties of some description, maybe booking events in, doing some sort of customer follow-up, seeing if I can have Sensi Club conversations, and selling LTOs with box specials, and also like my general sales of my business. Okay, so I now have 2 days where I put that focus into my business, whether that's an hour, like a power hour, or whether I spend a whole day focusing on that. 2 days out of my week, I put here. I then also put 2 days of my week into my sponsoring and my team. So these 2 parts, if you like, become like 2 of my days. And here are some of the things that they suggest that you would do. Sharing the opportunity consistently. So on those days, I try and think about those sort of things. Sharing lifestyles and experiences, sharing your story and your journey, creating a dream team list. If you've never done that before, that's something that's worth doing. And they're people that like a relationship building list, if you like. Your list of 100 who you're networking with, and Emma's going to talk a little bit more about that, as in like building that list of 100 and that network. And then a system for setting up new team members and bringing them in to help them be successful. And then obviously there's the coaching part. Now, this is going to depend on how many teamies you've got. If you haven't got any teamies, this part at the moment is going to be irrelevant for your business. However, if you've got maybe 3 or 4 teamies, or you've got 30 teamies, this bit is going to be really relevant. So it's about having a system for your team members to be successful, i.e., how do you communicate with your team? How do you help them? How do you coach them? How do you share ideas? Do you train your team? Whether I've always taught my team from, lead consultant, star consultant, as soon as you've got a team, you need to be training them in some way, shape, or form. That's not up to your director, your star director, your superstar director. It's not their job. If you bring them into the business, it's your job to do that coaching part of the business, right? Challenging your downline to hit goals if that's what they want, connecting with your team and maybe running little incentives. And then iron sharpens the iron. It's about who you're surrounding yourself with. And then finally, my days also have a little bit of this built into every day. Someone actually told me today that I need to do more of this because I'm a little bit erratic at times. And I was like, do you know what? I can probably feel that. And some of you guys probably feel that. So having business hours and boundaries, exercise, something that me and Laura are massive on, proper nutrition. We talked about that a lot. Sleep, something that I don't always get enough of, but feeding your brain with podcasts, books, and trainings, something I've done a lot of lately. When I'm not feeling very inspired, I turn to other leaders in Sensi. I turn to podcasts outside of Sensi. Not always, they don't always have to be Sensi related, to feed my brain with something else that's teaching me something new. Spending quality time with your family and making sure that you take a break, something I'm not very good at. Recharge by doing something that brings you joy, and practicing gratitude and kindness and speaking positive affirmations. So these are your 3 legs of your business. And at the moment, I am trying really hard to kind of drive back into those 3 legs and making sure that I'm having days where I spend working on those particular things. What you didn't see on that list was all the fluff, making flyers and finding pretty images. Obviously there's going to be things in there like with your PRV, scheduling posts and, giving out samples. You're going to have to make samples at some point, but giving them out on your sales days and maybe in sample packs and things like that is going to be what's going to be the building block of your business. And I just love it. I just feel like it's a really rounded way to look at your business. And I would ask you right now to be looking at your business and saying to yourself, how much of your business do you follow those 3 legs of success? Or are you doing some of those things really, really well? For example, maybe you've got 4 or 5 teamies and you're spending your whole time trying to work with your team and then you forget about your own business. Or do you spend all of your time making samples and then not giving them out to anybody and actually not getting any sales off of the back of them? So it actually gives you some focus point, getting back to booking parties. I will train on it another time, but I've started running with text parties off of some training that I watched this week. And at the moment, I'm teaching myself to do those and giving those a go to try and build new customers and find new customers. So hopefully if you look at that little 3 legs of success, it can give you some guidance as where to put time into what areas of your business. So I really hope you like that. I really hope that you think, actually, I'd really like to, I'll see if I can put it in the chat so that you can download it. If not, I will send it to the girls and you can upload it into your groups. And I've printed it and I've stuck it on the wall in my office so that when I'm having a day where I'm like, I don't know what to do today, I come back to this and I say, okay, what have I done a lot of this week? And I actually graded myself out of 10 on each of the things that are on here. And it made me realize where I need to work on my business. And a lot of it was around parties, was like 3 out of 10, 2 out of 10, because I'm not doing those things as effectively as I used to. So that for me told me, this is where you've got to go and work, Lise. This is where you need to go and work. It literally taught me, and I was like, wow, I knew it, but seeing it in black and white made a real difference. So maybe this would be good for some of you guys. And then if you're thinking, well, I want to do parties, but I don't know where to start, that's where me, Laura, Emma, Claire, we come into it. You can come to us and ask us and be like, right, I want to do a party. Where do I start? What type of party do you think I should do? And we can give you the coaching element of that. We can help you with that. Okay, so I hope you like that. I'm not going to go into any more detail than that, and I'm going to hand you over now to Emma, who is going to give us some information on finding new customers. Over to you, Em.
Thanks. Hi everyone. So I'm proper winging it. I literally wrote these notes like in the 5 minutes before the Zoom started. I didn't know I was doing this. I didn't get thrown under the bus. But
Yeah,
no,
only when I voice noted you this morning though, and was like, just in case I'm not back tonight, are you busy?
no, I'm fine. I was coming on anyway, so it's fine. And do you know what? This is what I do in my business all the time. New customers and sponsoring are like my big thing. If I've not sponsored at least 2 people and I've not got at least 5 customers, then I'm not working my business properly. That's just how I kind of measure myself. So you need to get comfortable with networking, I'm afraid. You need to get comfortable with meeting new people and talking to new people. If you're new, because I know we've got like a mixture of people on here, you will realise that about 3 months in your business that your friends and family are probably not going to keep buying from you. And you'll hit a massive brick wall and you'll be like, right, what now? So that means that you're going to have to go out there and meet new people and start networking with people. And when I say networking, I just mean talking, literally just talking to people. I literally don't shut up about Sensi, and most of the people that know me know that that's what I do, because I literally don't shut up about it. So I've got a few examples, because it's easy for me to say, go out there and talk to people and meet new people. But examples are probably going to be the best way, because at least then you can see that it's, you know, how to do it rather than just me telling you to go out there and meet new people. So the other day, Chris was 40 in the 1st of May, and I needed some cakes making. I was proper last minute as well. It was like 2 weeks before, and I was like, oh God, I haven't got a cake. So I messaged a girl that I used to go to school with. Haven't spoken to her since I went to school, but she's just started a new business. And I messaged her and I was like, can you do me some cakes? She was like, yeah, I can do it. Right, great. Picked them up and I gave her a sample pack as a thank you. And chatted to her on the door. She recognised me because we went to school together. And I gave her the sample pack. I was like, oh, I've got my own business. She was like, oh yeah, I've seen. She was like, it's Sensi. I was like, yeah. So I gave her a sample pack with a scent circle in. And that was that. Picked the cakes up, went along my way, did her a review, added her as a friend on Facebook, which is like really important because I was able to sort of connect with her properly then. I then later on added her to my customer group. I didn't do that straight away, and I didn't do that straight away intentionally because I didn't want her to think, oh my God, she's like spamming with all this Sensi stuff. I let her enjoy the sample pack. I chatted to her about the cakes, did her a really good review, and then I added her into my customer group. She then commented on one of my posts and ordered a mini warmer. So that's one new customer I had last month. And that was literally just through, like, I didn't order cakes from her intentionally thinking I'm going to give her a Sensi sample pack. I give a Sensi sample pack to everybody that gives me a service now. That is literally just part of what I do. And it's really cringy at first. And you think, oh my God, I don't want to do it. But please do. Please just bite the bullet and do it, because you never know who is going to buy from you. And another example, now this lady didn't order from me, but she did send me a lovely message to thank me for it. We went away again for Chris's 40th, did all sorts for that. We went away to a shepherd's hut in Worcester, and the couple that owned it, I left them a sample pack and a scent circle, and I just left a note in the thank you book thing. And she thanked me. She was like, oh, I'll have a look at your brochure. She was like, thank you so much. I love the scent circle. It was lovely. So worst case scenario, she doesn't order. At least I've made her day. But on the flip side, you never know when she might order. She might have a gift to buy. She might think, oh, they've got like lots of lodgers and stuff. She might decide to put new soap in there and think, oh, actually, I've got that Sensi catalogue. So you just never know. So if you haven't got sample packs made up on a regular basis, and you're not taking them with you when you're going anywhere that's, where you're getting a service. I've given them to people when I've been for a massage. I've given to people when I've had a pedicure. Literally wherever I go, I either have a scent circle or a sample pack. I literally never go out Sensi naked ever. And the other thing, when was the last time you checked your group, your customer group? When was the last time you went through all of the members in your customer group? So when you go on to your customer group and you go onto the members part, I think it's on your laptop rather than your phone, but I think you can do it on both. It will tell you how long that person's been in your group for and when they were added and who added them as well. I had loads of people that I didn't know that had been added in the last So this was, I did this about a month ago. They'd have been added within a month, like prior. And I was like, who are all these people? So I wrote them all down and I sent every single one of them a message. I sent out 4 sample packs. And then one lady who owns a salon sent her a borrow bag, dropped it off. Her mum and her are now new customers. And Zoe, who ordered on her shopping link, is now my new teammate. She joined last month. So honestly, don't forget about your customer group. There will 100% be people in there that you've not added and people have added in and you're like, who the hell is that? So honestly, go back through your customer group. If you've not done it recently, go back through it and have a look and see who's been added and when they were added. And don't be afraid to message those people that have never ordered as well. Lisa did a training on this ages ago, and she was talking about removing people from your customer group and messaging them and just asking them whether they want to still be there and offering them a sample pack. I've done that loads. I've had people say no, I've had people ghost me, but then later on, like, so another new customer, this is what I mean, they just pop into my head. There's a woman at school, she's Jack's mum. She's in Emily's class. She has been in my group for 3 years, so since I started, and she has never bought from me. Actually, I tell a lie, she bought fragrance mist from the school fair that I did once. That's all she bought. She's never bought from me. She never answered me when I asked for a sample pack. She's never answered me for a borrow bag, which is a little bit awkward because I see her in the school playground and then it's like, what do I say anything? She's not she's not answered my message. I'm like, okay. Anyway, this time I messaged her and I knew that she'd redecorated her downstairs. She'd done all the paneling and stuff that's really in at the minute. And I messaged her and I was like, do you fancy having my borrow bag and trying to warm her out now you've got your new living room decorated? And she was like, yeah, I do actually. She took my borrow bag, she ordered a warmer and 2 bars of wax. Like, never ever give up on people either. Look, honestly, I'd messaged her, I don't even know, 5, 6 times over the 3 years. So not massive amounts, but I'd still kind of kept in contact with her. And obviously she knew what I did. She went to Emily's best mate's birthday party and I give sample packs to all the mums that went because it's Emily's best mate. I kind of got away with it. So I literally went and said to Lisa, I was like, my friend Lisa, I was like, I'm just going to give sample packs to all the adults. Is that all right? She was like, yeah, knock yourself out. So she'd had a sample pack about a year ago and still not ordered, but this time it was the right time for her. So never give up on those other people that are in your group that are just there watching and waiting for the right time. I had a girl I used to work with as well. She's been in my group for 3 years, and about a year ago, she literally messaged me out of the blue and was like, I know I've not ordered from you before, but I've just finished renovating my house and I really, really want it to smell nice. And she's one of my best customers now. So never give up on those people in your group. Okay.
Sorry, can I just add on to that? Just quickly while you're on that topic. So this week, obviously, where I've been in a hospital, I thought, right, I'm going to use my time effectively. So I actually did that. I still haven't, I literally scratched the surface. But these are obviously new customers that Emma's been talking about. But if there's been people that are like not ordered for a while, I had one lady the last time, and I have followed up with her since, but the last time she ordered was the Cinderella Castle, which was a good few years ago now. From a conversation this week, she then placed a £163 order on my website just from me reaching out and saying like, just checking in, like, you know, anyway, it just went from there. I built her a basket. I sent it to her. She checked out. So yeah, definitely people are always lurking.
Yeah, always lawyering. Okay. And then at one point I was like, right, I need to think outside the box now. I've got a couple of teamers that have joined me recently and they live locally to me. So they've been posting, because they know they've been posting in the local Facebook groups. And I was like, right, I need to find some new customers. Where am I going to find these new customers from? So my lovely customer, Sophie, it does crafting. She like crochets. She's absolutely amazing at it. And she has a group of 900 people, something like that. And I said to her, she is obsessed with Sensei. She won't join, but she buys from me all the time. And I said to her, I was like, if I give you some free wax, can I please post in your business group? And she was like, of course you can. You don't even need to give me the free wax. I was like, no, I do. I will give you the free wax. And I did. So I put a post in there, normal post, sample pack with my face saying, lovely Sophie is my customer. She's very kindly agreed to let me post in here. Do you love home fragrance and all that jazz, you know, the usual blurb that we put, do you want a free sample pack? I had 20 people comment on that post. I sent out 20 sample packs and I got 6 regular customers from that. I also got a lady who had the sample pack, ordered a 6-pack of wax. I then did a booking blitz for borrow bag parties. She took a borough bag party, and I've also had new customers from that because she's got a shopping link open at the moment. So honestly, like the ripple effect of just asking Sophie and biting the bullet and saying to her, can I post in your business group? She was literally like, yeah, of course you can. Like, you know, you'll find that if you connect with other small businesses, they will help support you massively, because that's just what people, hopefully that's just what people do. So if you've got customers that own their own businesses, don't be scared to ask them to sort of network. And honestly, you'll be surprised what they say. Sophie was brilliant, and like I say, 6 brand new customers from that, and then a borough bag party is like absolute gold. And then the other thing that I've done, which is massively outside my comfort zone, is, and I know Sarah Eldridge, you do this, I joined a business networking group, and that has been a game changer. It's a slow burner because I didn't go in there with the hard sell at all. They know I do Scentsy, that's the whole point. I tell them what I do. Every single time we have to take a prop for ours. So every time I go, I always take samples, always. And they love it. And it's really slowly started to build. I've had somebody message me wanting a borough bag because she's just moved house and it's really old and it really smells. So she's getting the borough bag once it's back. She's having it so she can order whatever she needs to. I've had people order flowers. I've got a business owner who wants to talk to me about gifting because he does wills and probate, and he's got clients, spend like £2,000 or whatever it is, and he wants to be able to gift them. So I've said, like, the fragrance flower is like the best gift in the world. So, you know, it's really about, and I would never have done that 3 years ago. I'd have been like, no. To be fair, 3 years ago I wouldn't have done this either. So it's really thinking outside the box and thinking how you can meet new people. You know, are there any clubs that you can go to? Do you love, I don't know, Zumba? Can you go to a new class? Do you love the gym? Can you join a new gym? Can you meet new people? Can you speak to your school mums? Does your sister, and so this is me, I keep saying to my sister, you need a party because you've now got 2 lots of mum friends that I've not met. They don't know about Scentsy. I was like, please have a party. I mean, she's a nightmare, my sister. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. Although again, things like events as well. Sorry, I'm like proper all over the place because my mind's just like crazy. But things pop in and I'm like, oh, that. Events are brilliant as well. So I have in my mind at the moment, my sister's school do like a pampering evening. And she knows the woman that runs them because she runs her own beauty business. So I've said to my sister, as soon as they do it again, let me know, because I will do goodie bags and give them for free, but go down there and connect with people and network with people at the same time and give them all a goodie bag, because there'll be a shit ton of mums in that room all getting pampered because all the kids go to the same school and it's only down the road from me and they'll all be local. So have a look out for things like that. Have a look out for every opportunity you possibly can, because there are so many. I got tagged in a post for an event that I'm doing on Saturday, proper last minute, but it's local, it's down the road. I was like, oh, I don't know, I've got Emily because I've got her extra because her dad can't have her. And I was like, no, you know what, I'm doing it, because if I don't, I'm not going to meet those new people. So take every opportunity you can and just talk to people, talk to absolutely everybody you meet, and I mean everybody. And always have a really strong smelling wax or flower in your hallway, because that generates loads of conversations as well. I've given loads of scent circles to delivery drivers because they're like, and my customers as well. My customer's got a fragrance flower in her bathroom and in her hallway. She's given the Tesco man my catalogue, and she's given a builder my catalogue as well, and that resulted in a £70 order. So she won't join either.
I love that.
Sorry, I'm done.
No, honestly, Emma, I could listen to you for ages, because what you're giving is really real life examples of actually how you've met new customers, and that's what I think people need to hear. So thank you so much. Like, I feel like I'm like, oh, I've got some ideas now. I'm like, I'm buzzing, and I need to talk to you about networking, but group. But I will talk to you about that not tonight, another day, and that's for another day. That's for a coffee and another day. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed that. Loads of ideas. Yes, I could see people like scribbling ideas down, and I could see Demi's other half bringing her coffee as well. I was like, where's Mike with my tea? He normally like appears. So this is a perfect opportunity for you guys to share, and some of you have been sharing in the chat already, but maybe some of you have got some, if anyone's feeling brave, to unmute and share anything that has worked for you in terms of finding new customers recently? Because this is the opportunity where you guys have really good ideas. You know, I feel like I give you the same ideas over and over again, and sometimes I don't feel very inspired by myself. But then obviously listening to Emma talking, I'm like, oh my God, that's just triggered loads of like all my creative juices are going. So what about you guys? Is there anybody that feels brave enough to unmute and share something that they've done? I'm just going to scroll back through the chat as well. Where's Ruth? Ruth, would you share about what you did, what you've put in the chat? Is Ruth?
Sorry, you have to excuse the dog.
Oh, we love the dog. Hi, doggy. Go on,
Sorry.
go for it.
So I've got two businesses. So I'm a nail tech and I do Scentsy, obviously. So networking has been amazing for both of my businesses. I'd probably say 90% of my clients and about 60% of my current Scentsy customers are from my business networking. So everybody has to 100% go out and network. Like, it's not just parties or online, it's getting out there, meeting people. And like someone said, I think Emma just said, small businesses love helping small businesses.
Yeah.
And so if they can meet you, they're more likely to buy from you than Joe Blogs online.
Yeah.
I mean, that's and I love it as well. It's just nice because sometimes if this is your only thing, then it's like, oh, I get to see somebody, I get to see a human and have a coffee and yay. And I love it. And then, I mean, this is where this one come from, but yeah, I volunteered at a dog shelter last year. Completely unexpected to get anything from it. It was literally just to go and volunteer, not to go and promote any business. But from that, I've got customers, one of which is like, never buying Scentsy, it's too expensive, what it is. And you know, it's not like she hasn't got the money, she's got money. But now she's absolutely loving the body range, the washer whiffs. And so she's loving it. And it's just like, yeah, they're my two main things at the moment for both my businesses.
Brilliant. I love that you volunteered and then that turned into like a networking opportunity for you. And I always try and say this to people, like, what hobbies have you got? Is there something you could do? You know, if you love your dogs, clearly you love your dogs. You know, find something that you can do that actually, if you've got time, obviously, because it will get you talking to new people. So I love that. Thanks for sharing, Ruth. I really appreciate that. Does anyone else want to be brave and share with us how they've found a new customer or two lately? Come on, be brave.
While people are just thinking about it, I'm just going to share a couple of things which have worked for me. Which one was a few months ago, but it's also resulted in some sales this week, but it's also something I've done locally. So very much like Emma said, and like Lisa said, I can talk about Scentsy all day, every day, till the cows come home. But we all have the opportunity to obviously earn commissions, but also earn host rewards. And it's lovely saving up for that warmer that we all want, but our host rewards, as we learned from the horse's mouth himself, Mr. Dan Orchard, when we were sitting behind him on a coach in Monte Carlo last year, he actually said, the host rewards are there to be utilised into your business. So obviously we can use them for various reasons, but one thing that I always try to do is make sure that I've got product in that I can then network with. So for example, last year, when we were living in Lincolnshire, I approached a small cafe. I'd been in there a couple of times to get a coffee, and I asked them if I could put Scentsy in their toilet, basically, with my business card. So I gave him a fragrance flower. I gave the woman, a fragrance flower, and a hand soap. Left it with them, and I said, I'll pop it back next week. The husband, so it's not always women, the husband actually was the one that texted me, and he was like, I really love what you've put in our toilet. Etc, etc. So he ended up ordering 4 fragrance flowers, some hand soaps and some hand creams from me. I did follow up with him when I'd moved back, didn't hear anything for a while, and then a couple of weeks ago he did actually text me back and said, right, I'd said to him that I've moved back, but obviously he can still order, and he has actually ordered some more hand soaps from me. So utilise, and I've also done it with a local cafe here. And I'll always be offering them out. So make sure you're utilising what we have at our disposal. So that didn't cost me anything. That was obviously a fragrance flower and some hand soap that I'd got with my host rewards. But it's a way of, one, obviously getting it out into local businesses for other people to try with your details, but also those local businesses, like we've said, people like to support small business. So yeah, just another way of you know, getting your business out there.
Fab, thanks, Laura.
That's all right.
Danielle I'm gonna ask you to unmute, and Danielle, because she's feeling brave. Does that work, Danielle? I can't hear you yet. Can you see how to unmute?
Hello.
Hi, we got you.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just had to share this because it's just so exciting. My son asked me to get him a KFC for some tea, like about 20 minutes ago. I just went there, and at the window, the woman went, "Oh my God, your car smells amazing. What is it you use?" And I said, "Oh, I sell this stuff." And she's like, "Oh my God, what is it?" So I went home, got a scent circle, and took it back for her. With like a sticker on the back with all my details and everything. I was like, oh my God, I just like got a new customer from going to KFC. I just had to share that because I thought it was so funny.
I think as well, not just funny, but look how simple that
I
was.
know, I
Like,
couldn't
it's so
believe it.
simple.
Yeah.
Well done,
Yeah.
Danielle. Well done, you.
Yeah.
You know what? It's
Thank
really
you.
easy to be that person that goes, "Oh yeah, I sell Scentsy," and that's what it is. And they go, "Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
thanks very much." And you drive away, and they go and Google their nearest consultant, and who knows where they end up. So I
Yeah,
love the fact that you went
exactly.
back with a sample. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thanks.
Anyone else brave enough to share tonight? Anyone fancy unmuting? Get scent circles labeled. Yeah, definitely. So Kylie said, get some scent circles labeled up and have them. Like I often have in my car, I call it, like, I haven't actually got it up to date at the minute. It's like like one of the Mrs. Hinch nappy bags, you know what I mean? The grey nappy bags with all the pockets. One of those. And in there I put bulbs, scent circles with a sticker on with my details. That's it, Claire, yeah.
Yeah, they're really
With
good.
my details on, throw a few sample packs in there. I don't put my testers in there because of obviously the business cards, all of that stuff. So wherever you go, you've always then got Scentsy in your car. You just leave it in the boot of your car. It can just stay there. And then wherever you go, you make a thought of, okay, I've got to give something out of this basket every week. So whether you're going to football, dancing, swimming, new supermarket, new post office, Nick picked up a customer in a post office in Wickford the other week. So if you've got stuff with you all the time, wherever you're going, especially if you end up going somewhere new, like I think to myself, like, you know, there's always places. Like I went to a different gym today for some PT. That was a new gym that I went to. And, you know, I could say to them, I could put flour in the toilet, or if you've got it with you in the car, you're never Scentsy naked then. It's always with you. And I mean, the other week, Laura will tell you, she was here and we did an interview on my doorstep for
Oh yeah.
postman, and Laura went, "Go and grab them a scent circle." I went running down to my office, grabbed 2 scent circles. They didn't have my details on, and I was like, how bad's that they didn't have a sticker on? So I was technically Scentsy naked in my own home because I wasn't prepared. However, I have got sample packs made up over there now. They're made up in a little folder, not folder, they're in like a stand, and they're literally ready to grab and go, so that I've got something made up all the time on hand in my office that I can literally run to.
Didn't you have something in a new post office in Hullbridge the other week as well?
Yeah, so this is actually a really good tip that come from Fraser McCullum. So I went into the Hullbridge post office, and as I was handing over all my Scentsy, he said to me, "Oh my God, is this Scentsy? Me and my mum loved this stuff, but our Scentsy consultant stopped selling." And I was like, "Oh, so you haven't got a consultant?" And he was like, "Yeah, have you got anything with you?" Didn't have my car pack at the time. So I said, "Look, I haven't got any of my car details, but I've got this." So this here, I don't know if you can see it very well. Let me go to the camera. That is called a Blink business card. BLINQ. It's completely free. It's an app on your phone, and you can download it and have it saved on your phone. When he scanned it, it automatically sent me a text message. It had saved my number in his address book. He then sent me a text message and said, "Hi, it's Kieran from the post office." And I was like, thank you very much, Kieran. I've now got your details. He's now added onto all my WhatsApp broadcasts, and I've sent him out a sample pack for him and his mum. So, oh, look, Emma said you can have it on your Apple Watch as well. I never knew that, Emma. How'd you do that? That's clever. Is it like one of the little apps on the?
Yeah, it's just one of the apps. You find the app, it just brings
I need to do
the
that.
QR code up on your screen.
Mine's done.
Brilliant. Yeah, because then you've literally got it with you all the time, because you've always got your phone with you, right? So, and it's like a business card. It's basically a virtual business card. When you open it up, I don't know if you can see that, it's got my name, my number, my website, and it saves all of those details in their phone. So really clever, great little tool for on the go.
Yeah, really good. I was just going to quickly share something you just said, and it's not about finding customers, but we've been invited to James's business partner, if you like. They've invited us to like a corporate day on Saturday, and like racing cars, and we're going out for dinner as well. So off plan again, off my diet. But they've asked me to make some packs up, which I thought was really nice for the ladies. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to put in them? Like, we haven't got anything hardly in the clearance anymore. But anyway, I've managed to make the scrub, hand cream and body mists and a scent circle. And I just wanted to say what you said, Lisa, about having stickers on things. I am going to put a sticker on everything I'm giving out. So I always have these ones. They say need a wax top up, and they've got my QR code. These are made on Avery, and honestly, I've done lots of trainings on Avery, how to make labels. It's so simple. There's one in the official consultants group as well. It's so easy to do. Even if you just have your number on there, you don't have to have a QR code, but have your name and have your telephone number on there. And I am going to stick them on the hand cream, on the scrub, and on the scent circle, on everything, because obviously they could get this stuff and go, oh, I don't really like hand cream, or I'm allergic, or whatever. Give it to someone else that could potentially be in someone else's hands. So hopefully they'll have my info as well. These aren't customers either. They've never bought from me. I've tried signing the wife up a few times, and she's had 2 children really close together, so she's always been too busy. So I'm kind of half hoping that I'll have a bit more of a joint conversation at the weekend, maybe. But yeah, just always have your info on absolutely everything you give out. And like Lisa said, try and have things with you. I always get asked for bulbs. That's one thing. So many people go, oh, you do Scentsy. Don't suppose you've got a bulb? Always. So I try and have a bulb in my car. Again, have your info on it. You can just stick it on the little packaging. But yeah, that was just a little thing from me. I think Ruth wanted to share something that me and Zoe have talked, but I'm a bit scared. I think she put in the comments. What have I said?
It was that group that you and Zoe did. God,
Yes.
I can't remember when it was, like earlier this year or last year. I literally can't remember. But one of the ideas that you shared in it is such a simple idea, and everybody might be doing this, but I hadn't done it, and I got one of my best customers just from doing it, to get 3 scent circles or car bars and just write a little note on and say, here's something to make you smile, and that's it. Obviously put your contact details on there, and give them to 3 random people. Whoever you want to, it doesn't really matter. It's someone in the supermarket or whatever. I gave mine, and one of them was our post lady, and I knew that she had Scentsy already, so it wasn't for me to get her as a customer, because I don't poach people, but she is the happiest person on the planet. Like, it's like, how can somebody be this happy? You wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, it's mental, but she is, and everybody on our estate loves her. And I just gave her a scent circle, and I said, put the note on, and she was like, oh my God, thank you. Just so happened that it was her favourite scent as well, so that helped. And now she's like one of my best customers, because she was using 2 consultants that since stopped, and I didn't know that. So I mean, I just thought that was another really good idea, because it's not like, do you want a sample pack? It's, here you go, you're a random, have it. I just want to make you smile. And that sometimes means a lot more than something else. I don't know. I really like that idea anyway.
Yeah, it's that giving more than you take. That's what we were talking about at the time, wasn't it? It was making us feel confident and good for doing it. Everyone was feeling good, wasn't they? Yeah, good idea, Ruth.
It's that generosity, isn't it? One of our core
I was just going to say, I love that. It's just about paying it forward. And P.S. my husband's now postman. They don't all get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, just so you know. I just wanted to, honestly, Ruth, as you were talking, I was like, oh, this is like warming my soul, honestly, because it just, like you said, and like with Lisa in the post office, like, it's not all about the here and now. It's about what you're putting out there. And, you know, they might have a consultant right now, but in 6 months, that consultant might stop and they're going to remember the good deed that you did. And they're going to come back to you if they've got your contact details. I just wanted to tag on. It just made me think about something that I've done while I was in the hospital. With Carrie saying about being at work and like saying, how do I offer a sample pack? Just think in your conversations about like, how can I connect with this person? How can I, sometimes it's just about saying, can I offer some things to make you smile? But this morning, I totally didn't plan to talk about this, but it's just come into my brain. So Harry's been looked after by various nurses in the last week, who've all been lovely, but there was this one particular girl who's called Daisy, and she was so sweet. And obviously I want to send them all a little something to say thank you for looking after Harry so well. But I'm also thinking you'd be a really good Sensi consultant, because she was very personable, very chatty, very forward. So came up in my memories a year ago today that we were in Monte Carlo, and I was sharing it. So we were just chatting, and I was like, well, look at that. I said, like, look where I am today and look where I was a year ago today. She was like, oh my God. She was asking me about it. She went, you're not hiring, are you? And I was like, well, there is quite a few nurses on the team and stuff. We were just chatting. Anyway, so then off she went. So before we left, I actually thought, right, this is my opportunity, because I know her name's Daisy and I know she works in this hospital. But I said to her, I genuinely would love to send you all something. Like, is there like a rule, or like, can I add yours on social media? So I've added her on social media, and she was happy to do that. And so just watch this space. If a girl called Daisy joins that works in this hospital,
we know it's Harry's nurse.
Harry's nurse.
That'd be lovely. Oh my God, amazing. I love that, Laura. Honestly, I think it is about opening your mouth, guys. And that, Emma said, just open your mouth and speak to people. And I just want to finish with this, because I am conscious that we're coming up to the hour now. Your business, whether you want new teamies and however you want to grow, it literally revolves around one thing, and that is finding new customers. As soon as you stop finding new customers, your business dies. And that sounds really dramatic. But I tell you why, because you cannot rely on the same people to buy from you. I am 6 years, nearly 7 years into my business, as is Laura, Claire. We will tell you, all of us have got a different customer base now to what we had when we first started. And that customer base has evolved over time. As soon as you stop looking for new customers, you will not have people to have joint conversations with. You cannot go to that next level. I'm telling you, it's impossible to grow or to get paid at title, all of those different things, if you are not growing your customer base, unless you have probably the weirdest, most loyal customer base in the world. And some of you are going to have the most loyal customer base that will help you get your 500. Maybe that may be like something, or maybe that help you get active every single month, no matter what. But if you really, truly, you want promotions, you want to grow, you want to get to that next level, and you want to help other people do what we do, you need to continue growing your customer base. And you've got to get out of the mindset that it's just the people that are in your local area. We are a European company in terms of where we can sell, and you can sell to so many different places. And there are so many people out there that have never heard of Sensi. And if you don't, a lot of you don't believe that. And there are a lot of people that still think we're saturated and the whole of Canvey Island buy Sensi, or the whole of Essex buy Sensi. There's a lot of people that, yes, do buy Sensi and maybe have bought Sensi at some point, but not every single person in the whole of the country has, or Essex has, or Scotland has. And I've had multiple consultants recently that have customers recently that have never heard of it, and it's brand new. One lady in particular today from Instagram. It's just about you pivoting to find new ways to find customers. And if one way stops working for you, it's about you going, okay, push that one to one side. I'll keep trying that, but let's focus and learn something new. My challenge to you all, before we meet in 2 weeks' time on the 19th, is to challenge yourself to find 5 new customers this month, for starters. That's my first challenge for you. But my second challenge to you is, oh my God, it's just gone out of my brain. The first challenge is to find 5 new customers. The second challenge, what was my second challenge? I just had it just come to me. It'll come back to me in a minute, but it was about new customers. Hold on. Oh my God, like how could that have just disappeared that quick out of my brain? Like literally, it's like someone picked it up and went, no, they're not doing that one today.
Is it about sample packs? Was it about
No. Hold on. What was I talking about? How your business,
how it will die if you don't continue to find new customers?
that is really true. Welcome to Brain Fog, Lisa. Welcome to 40. You turn 40 and it just all goes downhill. Trust me. That will come back to me, and when it does, I will text Laura and Claire and tell you what it was, because as soon as I walk out of my office, I'm going to go, oh my God, that was what it was. But it'll come back to me. But for now, focus on finding 5 new customers. Oh, that was it. I got it. Okay. So it's like it just come back. It's really weird. So I want you to challenge yourself to find a new way of finding new customers, but try it for 30 days. Okay. So hopefully by the time we meet, you're going to be like 15 days into this new way. So for me right now, text parties, I watched some training on it, and I'm now going to try it for 30 days. That means I'm not going to try it once and then give up on it. I'm literally going to keep trying it and keep trying it. Thanks, Annie. Keep trying it and keep trying it. I'm literally going to keep looking for people to have these text parties. I've had 4 yeses of people that have said yes. And again, I will share the training with the girls that I watched. It's a really old one, but you might decide sample packs is where you're going. So if you're going sample packs, let's try that for 30 days. If you've never done sample packs, maybe bag parties, if you've never done that, pick something off of the sales part of the leg of success, because that's where you're going to grow the lifeline of your business. And I will keep saying it, and I will keep saying it, and I will keep saying it. That's where you need to put your focus, not sponsoring, not coaching, not anywhere else, but focus on your business, growing new customers and teaching your team to do the same. And I promise you, if you do that, you will disrupt your business. If you do that, your business will grow again. Every single person in here, your business will grow if you find 10 to 20 new customers this month. So yes, everyone print that page. So I really hope you've got some takeaways from tonight. I've got loads and I love it. I'm excited, and we will see you all on the 19th of June for our next powwow. I challenge you all to bring a friend, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.